Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is Dr. Rao, and I was really coming on these days in the morning to really encourage people to have a morning routine that kind of prepares you for the day, for the work, and for also not building up a lot of stress while working, right? Work and flow. So, if you ask anybody who is working in a modern, busy hospital, busy corporation, or on their own at home, because a lot of entrepreneurs are happening because of this social media, internet, and all that is going on with all this AI apps. I myself, I'm like that too. I see consultation from home and I write books and all that, right? So, how is the day going to be if you get up late and you kind of just take a shower and go jump in the car and go and face all the conditions without ever paying attention to your body, to your mind, to your heart, and your spirit? But if you want to be energized and take active part in the work, you have to have the stamina, and you don't want to let your body go out of whack, right? And also, many people don't take care of the mind, how they should be keeping the reactions to the minimum, because in modern work conditions, people are reacting to a lot of stimuli that come at us, right? It could be an argument, it could be somebody pointing out your deficiencies, or it could be plain insults and arguments and all that, right? So we react emotionally by feeling bad, which kind of secretes stress hormones, and that increases your sympathetic tone. And we are doing a lot of it where there is no real danger, no real value to it. We react to everything. Sometimes people are insecure because their paycheck is connected with their mortgage and kids education and everything, so they get more stressed out, mainly the women who are working single and then who are trying to support a family, and they could be threatened and all that, right? So to really prepare our system so that it doesn't react like that, it is more of a inner resilient, and not that you have to be tough and hard and all that. No, it's a question of understanding the chemistry that happens with exposure to the sympathetic tone, and developing a nullifying thing of parasympathetic nervous system stimulation, which is the rest and digest system, right? So you want to do that by cultivating deep breathing in the morning and also through the day. Okay. Many people don't think this is important. It is important. And also understanding when we should react with thoughts that are appropriate, or think continuously, or expose ourselves unnecessarily. So if you go there and work in flow and don't react to like simple things that easily, and you come home not building a lot of stress. You see, that's what I'm getting at. If you are somebody who is having a difficult time to have energy in the morning, you have somebody who react to everything at work very easily, if you are somebody who feels exhausted when your work is done, if you are somebody emotionally not supported, or really feel abused by the boss or the other people verbally, and so you kind of feel miserable, right? Uh, to some extent, it happens once in a while for everybody, but it could happen more if your attitude is like a reactive, not responding to what you have assigned to do, right? And also not developing an attitude where you are offering service and you're really providing a service mentality, you know, that helps a lot of our doctors when I bring them back to we're here to serve the patient, right? And then whoever the patient, whatever it is, we want to reduce the suffering, right? So once we have that noble goal, other things can be put aside and then go ahead and deliver the service and feel good about that, you know. And also watch your mind. Is it reacting for unnecessary small things, or what I'm reacting is very trivial? Yes. So I encourage you guys, come and tell me what is the morning routine that's working for you. Then I can go into the details of what I am doing and how I'm trying to improve this morning routine thing. Okay, somebody's coming. Yeah, my friend Lois. Very good. She must be having a very good morning routine, I'm sure. Hi, Lois.
How you doing?
I am great. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I am great as well. Oh,
Yeah.
goodness. My morning routine it's pretty basic. It
Yeah.
starts with me doing a body scan before I jump up out of the bed. Okay,
Yeah.
I wake up and I lay there. I don't just jump up and run to the bathroom and do all this stuff and start running on my day. I lay there and I do what I call a body scan to see, do I have any aches or pains or anything in
Yeah.
my body, or is anything going on? And then I start doing some deep breathing
Yeah.
and just centering and grounding myself into
Mm.
the day.
Yeah.
You know, and then I check myself. Am I carrying anything from yesterday? Do I feel some type of way about anything?
Mm.
Most times I don't.
Yeah.
Because if I carry something over, I wake up feeling some type of way.
Yeah.
And if I do feel some type of way, if I carry it over, I practice Ho'oponopono, which is
Yeah.
just making things right with myself and right
Yeah.
with others.
Yeah.
Then I do some energy work,
Mm-hmm.
energy exercises, whether it's working with my tuning forks or whether it's working with bells
Yeah.
and sound therapy, or whether it's me tapping or
Mm.
doing some Tai Chi and Qigong moves.
Yeah.
Um, then you say, then I ask my body. I don't just get up and go eat. I ask my body, what do
Yeah.
you need today?
Yeah.
Okay, and it'll tell me what it needs. So yesterday it said, oh, we don't need no breakfast today. We don't need no breakfast today. Just go in there and drink double the amount of water. And then I remembered I was going to a Raiders practice thing
Mm-hmm.
at the big stadium. So I was gonna be doing a lot of walking, and it's really hot in Vegas. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh, see, my body knew what I was gonna be doing, so it told me I needed to drink extra water in the morning instead of eating extra food.
Yeah.
Because I would have been weighed down out there if I'd ate a big old meal and it was 100 and something degrees, and I'm walking at the stadium, and oh no. So
Yeah.
so I check in with myself, and I check in with myself not just in the morning. I check in with myself throughout the day to see how you doing.
I will
You
say
know,
you are more aware of your body, how it is. You're more aware of your breathing, more aware of your mental status, and really keeping in the present, being aware. All these things are falling into place, and your general awareness of yourself, your interior is very high, Lois. You know that's why you are able to do all these things every day. The only thing I want to ask
and it's
is,
working. It's working though,
yeah.
because my thing is my new thing is to maintain an attitude of placiditude.
Yes, yes. Come back, sir. That's what we are talking about. How can we cultivate an attitude of service? That means we want to attend to the needs of other people, not to our own. Yeah. Go ahead, Lester. Lies. You are
Yeah,
saying, yeah,
take an attitude of being placid, and that
yeah,
if you don't know what placid means, that means unmovable. That means things can be falling down all around you, and
yeah,
you just calm and peaceful because you don't respond to things you have no control over.
yeah.
Only control is my mind and my attitude and what I'm thinking. I don't have control over that car accident I may have seen.
Mm.
Now, and I may be able to go and lend a hand because I got a little bit of triage training, but that
Yeah,
doesn't mean that I'm going to sacrifice myself or put myself in danger
yeah,
in order to do something, unless that inward voice says, "Dude, you got this."
Yeah.
and I'll go straight for it. And then sometimes it'll say, call for help, go do it now. Do some call for help, but then go help the person. So
Yeah.
I call for help, then I go try to help.
Exactly.
So it's a matter of just listening to me, practicing things that keep me mindful of what I'm thinking and of what I'm doing, because I learned that my mouth hung me out to dry most of the time because I said things. I used words that were low vibrational. I described situations in a low vibrational manner. And therefore, it was more like giving praise to something bad and to saying I'm grateful for something good. Because when you complain, you're giving your attention to the complaint, and so you're gonna get more to complain about.
Yeah,
so that's what I learned.
Yeah.
So I learned to, and then I practice shifting. I practice feeling the emotion and then shifting, because I have the ability to shift my state at any given time from one state to another. Emotions and states are not static. I'm not stuck feeling crappy.
One question I have, Lois, for you. When I agree with all this, but I'm not surprised you do all this, but it's good.
I know a whole lot more, but this is like a normal.
Yeah.
This is the base.
Yeah. The question I have is, when you get up, when do you allow the train of thought come to you and then take over? Because
no, I can't do that. If I do that, dude, I'd be worried.
That's
okay,
it.
My life is not perfect. My life is not perfect. I got bills just like everybody else. Yeah. I'm sitting there trying to figure out how to make things go to come together and all that kind of stuff. And if I let my mind go on that train will go derail itself. Okay.
Yeah.
So instead of me allowing my mind to go on that train of thought that will derail me and get me in that racing mind, I put a stop to it. I shift. Yeah. I said, oh, that's weird. Okay, we're low on that vibration over here. So let's go over here and lift myself up. Yeah.
See, the shift that Lois was talking about is very important for people to have it. Let's bring her up again. So, information overload is a real problem. That's why we're talking about this. Let Lois explain herself. Yeah. Go ahead, Lois.
So I take a rest. Okay. It is just a brief moment where either I breathe or I focus or I ground or I center or I go outside or I turn on the TV, everything off and make it real dark. I just rested. Okay. When I was off for the month of July, I called that a hiatus. Because but I wasn't going nowhere. I wasn't going on no vacation. Vacation is different than a hiatus. I just needed time to be away from everything. So I took a hiatus. So I take these breaks, these respites throughout the day, again, to check in to see where I'm at. And then when I go off the rails out, I have to ask myself, okay, what thought did you have that took you down this train? Where did this begin at? And I always trace it back to the initial thing. Okay,
I think that's very important what you are saying about hiatus, Lois, because many people think if I work very hard, if I don't even see the football game for 3 hours, I'm productive and I don't allow myself to recreate, relax. And that's what Lois is doing. She's giving the hiatus to all this, lot of things are not really important. But then once you are engaged in that also, you may be worried about other things. That is the problem with the modern time. Yeah.
But the thing is that if you do what you love to do and love what you do and enjoy what you do, and none of it is like work. I mean, nothing I do is like work to me. Yeah. When I do what I love, when I love what I do, that may mean doing self-love activity. That may mean
the second point is very difficult.
That may mean going out and helping somebody, because those are things that I love to do in self-love activities. So my thing is, as long as I keep a balance of me doing something fun every day, something creative every day, something relaxing
you point out very important thing. You point out very important thing, Lois. What he said was, I love to do whatever I do. See, everybody given something they love, that's no problem. But if they are given something that is not applicable for them, that's not loving for them, to love what you do, no matter what, that's a very important thing you pointed out. Many people are not in the flow because they kind of distracted by their own, prejudices, whatever. So, but if you can turn that to whatever comes to your way, love to do it, then what Lois was talking about, you are in flow and you have the balance.
Yeah, because when you actually really love what you're doing, you
Yeah.
don't worry.
Yeah, you don't worry. That's exactly true. That's a major point because many people are tied to compensation and then look at the stuff like what is in it for me. But if you can take the compensation, what is needed, but afterwards you like to really put in your whole thing into it. That's where you love the job, whatever it is, or see like a service to other people. Yeah, go ahead, Lois.
Yeah. So I do say what's in it for me because if I'm going through something good or doing something bad, something's in it for me.
Yeah,
Okay. So if I'm going through something bad, I have to ask myself, what did I do to magnetize this situation to me?
exactly.
What thoughts are going on in my subconscious? What is really happening? Because most of the times, if you're having conflicts with other people, it's not the other person, it's you who are disrespecting yourself or cheating yourself or lying to yourself or doing something. So the other person just comes to show you. Yeah. So I do a whole lot. I do a lot of self-reflecting because I want to stay in the moment. I don't stack stuff. That's the other thing. I don't stack stuff. Yeah. If I had a problem with you last week, Dr. Rob, you would never hear about that. We resolved it. You would never hear about that ever again from me.
Very good.
That was last week. This is now.
Very good.
I have people who would come to me and say, well, you did this, doing this. I said, yeah, I was 15. Yeah. I said, okay. I was 22. I'm 63.
Yeah, this we call it clinging to things. Don't cling to things. Yes. Let them go.
Hold on. Let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go. Yeah. Forgive it and let it go. And the thing is, if you haven't let it go, you haven't released the energy of it, and it's hurting you.
Yeah.
And I can say this: having this attitude of facilitude. Went to the doctor yesterday for a normal checkup. My blood pressure was actually very low. Okay, so that means that he said, well, we're taking you off from this medicine that we gave you last year because you ain't sleepy. I said, yeah, I've been noticing I've been a little sleepy lately, but not more than usual, but I've always been sleepy, so I just get up and go anyway. And he said, well, your blood pressure is really low, so but having this attitude where I can't be moved is making my blood pressure stay down. So I don't need the medication like I needed it last year when I got into the car accident and I got into that PTSD.
That's an important thing medically because a lot of people nurture these grudges, angers, and whatever. They don't know the effect of them on their hormones and then improve their blood pressure go up so much. So this kind of not clinging, letting it go, actually you're doing yourself a favor. I do give an exercise to the physicians for burnout. I tell them at the night time before you go to sleep, empty your mind as much as possible. You may not do completely, at least the junk.
Yes.
That's
I say open, and it's orca.
Yeah.
Oka. Yeah. Okra. Open, clear, release, and allow.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes.
I do that every night. I open up. I say, okay, what did I do? What do I need to release?
Yes. See, mainly reviewing your reactions of the day is very good for you. That's what we are talking about because at night time, individual persons may have different things. Like Lois is telling about the ARCA, but you have to face it, review it, reflect it, and then determine the value of it and let it go. Yeah, go ahead, Lois.
Once you got the value, once you allow it to be whatever it is, and you don't have resistance against stuff, it fades away by itself. It's when we fight against something, and I'm fighting for this, I'm fighting for that. That stuff persists. Whatever you fight against will persist. But when you decide that you're going to open yourself up, you're going to clear out whatever it is, you're going to release it, and then you're going to allow the love to flow back in. And when you do that, you don't carry all this heavy burden and all these toxic chemicals in your bloodstream from all the stress and all the anxiety and stuff, because that makes it toxic. You're a doctor. You know how toxifying
Yeah.
It's
You
to the
know, there is
body,
a
and
branch
that's how
for
bad
this.
it affects the heart.
No, there is a branch for this, Lois. It's called psychoneuroimmunology. So how you
Yes,
feel,
yes,
yeah,
yes, yes,
how you feel, how
yes,
you react actually affects your neurological system and also your immune system. That's why we want you to
yes.
be cool. Basically, we're not saying just forget immunity is important. No, write it down. For that moment, let it go and take it up when there's convenient, perfect time. If you want to recall them, write it down, but don't keep it in your
Mhm.
mind. That's the whole point.
Yeah, don't keep it in your mind.
Yeah.
Write it in a journal.
Mm.
I got my sister. We talked about this yesterday. We got a little red book journal. Red book journal is the journal where I was mad.
Mm.
Okay, and I had to get that stuff up out of me.
Mm.
Now, of course, the stuff be resolved now, but I do have a red journal that shows the challenges that I was facing and the things where I was angry, where I
Yeah.
put that stuff in. But as I opened myself up and released it, cleared it out and released it, and I'm able to be open for the love to flow.
Oh, I have
But
to
if
tell
I
you
don't
something.
open,
Last, I
okay.
have to tell you something. I wrote an article on what's called Shanti Rasa. That Shanti means peace. That peace
Mm-hmm.
quality is within us. It is a
Mm-hmm.
birthright of everybody. Everybody has that innate peace. We cover it
Yes.
up with this mind going that way, this way, and all reacting and all that. But once you settle all this, what it is your innate peace comes up. I put that article in LinkedIn this morning, but that's an important thing to consider. Peace is not out there; it is within you. Only you have is
Right.
a restless mind. Calm it down. That's what we
And
are
I want
talking
to
about.
say this. I want to say this.
Yeah,
When I first found peace,
yeah.
I was bored. I was like, dang, I'm so bored. I'm so bored. And then I had a friend say, Lois, you ain't got no drama going on, so you bored? No, baby girl, you got peace.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
when you get to that place where there's no drama,
yeah. There's no drama. Yeah, that's true. That's the whole thing. Don't have a drama unnecessarily, and then we build up a lot of drama in the modern times because we are not in touch with that peace. Yeah, go ahead, Lois.
story. We tell these stories. We build these scenarios around an incident. Say, for instance, the dog just. Well, I'm gonna say this because my dog got mad,
Yeah.
but that's my assumption.
Hmm.
I didn't answer her as soon as I walked in the door because I had all the groceries. I had to set them down and go to the bathroom. And I told her, stop, leave me alone, wait. So she went and she peed on the floor. So I
Yeah.
read, okay, I said, now she didn't say, I'm mad, so I'm going to pee on the floor.
Yeah.
I said she was mad, so she peed on the floor. Now, was that the truth? It probably was.
Yeah.
But I don't know what she was thinking. I made up a story, a scenario as to why she peed on my floor.
Yeah.
And we make up these scenarios. I know that's innocuous, but we make up these scenarios all the time when somebody doesn't answer right or doesn't respond quickly. Oh, they must not like me. Oh, they must. Oh, they must. And we're the ones making the scenarios. I stopped making up scenarios.
Yes.
Okay.
It's
And if
basically
it comes up,
basically
okay.
returning to that quietness of mind by not
Yes.
giving importance to trivial things. You know, that's all.
Yes.
Yeah.
And most of it is trivial. Most of the stuff is small stuff, and the stuff that I saw breaking up marriages in my years as a therapist. I'm still doing for like 40 some years. During that time, most of the marriage broke up. Wasn't because of the big stuff.
Yes.
It's because of the little bitty tiny nitpicking little foxes that was eating up the flowers and the fruit in the garden. The little tiny little nitpicky stuff. And the thing is, those things by themselves have no consequence. But when you start stacking,
Yeah.
okay, and then holding it against somebody, then you ruin relationships and you're ruining your not only the relationship with others and the internal relationship with your physical body.
The couples consult me
You.
on these differences, Lois. I tell them you fell in love with your heart, and that's why you want to marry. Now you're bringing your mind in between the ego and all that. That's why your hearts
Yes.
are
Oh
apart.
my God, yes. You get hijacked. And I tell people, I said, I'm sorry, but how fast you guys become sexually intimate?
Yeah.
Oh, right away. I said, well, when you did that, you kind of like took your brain out of it.
Yeah.
And then you was going on with all these hormones, all these endorphins, all of this stuff, all this testosterone, estrogen, all this blending together. And now that the hormones have died down, you got to deal with the person,
Yeah.
and you don't even know the person, but you feel really close to them because you were intimate at an early stage. So I get to know somebody
Yeah.
because a lot of people were in a relationship because they were in love, but it was in love with the falling in love. It wasn't in love with the person.
You know what works with my marriage, Lois, my wife, and see, she always has this smile for the answer. You know, so things rattle. We have situation where we kind of see things differently. She has this lovely smile, so I don't look her down on that.
Imagine it. I could imagine it's like, okay,
I
let's think
kind of
about
love
this.
it, and I bring back immediately the heart to the floor. Other
Yeah,
thing is,
because it snaps you back to reality.
yeah,
Because if she's sitting there smiling and you're trying to rage,
yeah,
you gonna get mad because she's smiling,
that's
and
it.
then you're gonna find out, wait, I'm getting, and then she may say, are you
Yeah,
getting mad because I'm
yeah,
smiling?
yeah.
Okay, all right then. I'm not sure what's going on with
No,
us.
there's
But then
something
you
about
realize,
this.
I like
There,
you realize what's going on with us.
yeah, there's something about this Indian marriages are you value marriage more than your personal ego, right?
Yes,
That's why they
yes,
don't blow.
yes.
And then other thing is, we kind of regard wife and mother as the center of the family
Yeah.
and as the ones who is really keeping everything together, which is true, the kids and all that true. And you value that. You value her not just for the things that she's doing, but for who she is, right?
And I think that's so beautiful,
Yeah,
to have that type of value, and still have those type of values. And
yeah.
the thing is that not only have those values, but actually uh, not do what it is
You
that
know,
you got
there's a
by showing that respect, by
yeah,
by not being rude and mean and nasty. I don't
yeah.
understand. Sometimes I don't even understand people. I just have to say people are people,
You know what
because I know every behavior is under the sun's out there.
the things I notice in our marriage is there is nothing like yours and mine. It's all ours. Problems are ours,
Yes.
riches are
Oh
ours,
my
everything
gosh.
ours. So
Yes.
nothing is hidden, nothing is there. But also this lovely smile about loving. You know, my I got a major actor from India to visit me because he wanted to talk to me. He has some things he want to resolve and all that. So I said, okay,
Uh,
come here. And then he spent 3 days with me. There was a retreat for him. But you know what he said? Your wife is the love personified.
okay.
All she
It's
did
the
was
gentleness. It's the
host
patience. It's the
also really smile and then give hospitality, which normally she
yeah.
does to everybody. But he said she is a love personification.
Yes, I think that is so beautiful that you
Yeah,
have a wife like that. That says a whole lot about who you are.
yeah.
Hello.
The thing with
That
me is,
means that means you are love personified as
no,
well because
important
of
point
what you
here.
do and how unselfishly you give of yourself.
Yeah, important point here is I view her as the being that she is, not the external qualities of argumentation, ego, or none of it. Because she doesn't have to fight for my respect. She already had it. She feels it,
That
right?
is that is a beautiful kind of love.
Yeah.
That is
That's why
and
people are very surprised about my marriage. They say,
one
"You,
type of love
yeah,
because people
you,
say, "What do you mean?" But there's
yeah,
more. I think it's eight. If I remember right, it's 8 or 7 or 8 different types of love
yeah,
that people can have for each other. And the type of love that you're describing is just is agape. It's agape and all of it mixed up
yeah,
without the excess. But I know y'all have issues every now and then, so
yeah."
it's like it's a full love. It's like I accept you totally for who
No,
you are, and that's beautiful.
all the problems come when that come. But the thing is, first smile,
Yeah.
then okay, you are important, but the problem can be resolved,
That's right.
and
I'd
then
rather see. My thing is, I'd rather have the relationship than be right.
yeah, because this thing is this both man and woman, this ego is our phantom. It's not
Yeah.
our real self. You know,
Yes, yes.
don't go fall further, because that is not really giving respect somebody. Maybe they will tell you something superficially, but later on they may not even respect you. They may say something on your face just for that. So you see, in Indian marriages, what they do is they fix them according to two people, according to somebody who knows me, somebody who knows her. They know that these people will match together better, and then they do
Okay, so
that.
it's not chosen from birth.
Yeah, it's no, no, no.
It's just, no, because I was told, somebody told me that it was chosen from birth. Please
No,
tell
no,
me
no,
about
no,
it
no,
now.
no.
You educate me.
No, that used to be old days, but now nowadays they kind of think about how they're going to be compatible and how it's going to be completely different. Okay, so
Okay.
but the value inculcated is this: I want to see the happiness on my wife's face, and that itself is good for me. That's the husband thing.
Yes,
And the wife thinks,
that's beautiful.
I just want to build a life for our family so that we are all raising kids and all of that. It's a beautiful thing. So what happens is all the difficulties, everything that come, they fall away because the first thing is the being. The
Hmm.
each one is important, and then bond is important. Not to cut it
Yes.
down for every small thing. You see, me and her opposite in so many ways. I'm a very meticulous, organized yogi, right? She has
Hmm.
nothing like that. She will do in the kitchen everything all over. When I go there, everything will be neat. But that's a simple thing, so I don't get mad about it. I will go and help to clean it up. That's why I kind of resolve the situation, because I don't say that you got to be here, even though I say that, but I go and do everything so that she will do her way. She makes delicious, beautiful curries and all that, which we enjoy. So we let her do it, and we clean around her. Me and my son both will do. My daughter not that much, but then she does her own way. My me and my daughter, my son will go clean around my wife when she's cooking, so that
Oh, that is so nice. You guys work at that. It's called
yeah,
teamwork.
yeah.
What
Sometimes
they
I
say, teamwork makes the dream work, and it
yeah,
really does.
yeah, we don't
You
have anything
know.
like a man's work, woman's work, nothing like that. But she cooks wonderful dishes, delicious. Everybody loves that. But the way she does is completely different from where those are small things. Don't let them erode your loving bond. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, my sister and her husband have been married for I think it's like almost 36 years now,
Mm.
and they are so opposite. My sister is really outgoing and all over the place, like you just said, and her husband is a meticulous business person,
You
and
see,
they get along so well. Ride in the car with him, you think and
yeah,
she's trying to tell him how to drive, or vice, you don't tell her. Did you try to tell him how to drive? And the way they just communicate with each other is so funny and
yeah,
beautiful at the same time. And it's like, and they don't let anything, hey, that was traffic. Okay, now they go on to the next minute. They don't hold that.
yeah.
You tell me how to drive it and to the next thing. No, they just do whatever happens,
Yeah.
and then it's dropped. And they go on to the next because that's not important. What's important is that they maintain their relationship.
You know why
You
I
know?
developed this morning routine for everybody is I'm trying to help them where when they go out, work for a corporation and all that, usually they value your productivity, they value
Mhm.
how you deliver it, but they don't value your being. You're supposed to
Yeah.
be like a hard person, don't have any heart, just take all the insults and then suffer inside. That's not needed. What I'm saying is you develop your own inner resilience for that atmosphere, for the culture, and go there and work with dedication, with flow and attention, so that you are fulfilled in your work, whatever you are doing at the end of the day, and you are not generating stress within yourself, or you are not giving
Right.
stress to somebody else. So if you are having that in the morning time is a good time to prepare yourself. If you are having anxiety about going work, you are not enjoying your work, you are having a lot of problem with people saying things, and you are keeping them bottled down, and you're bringing them home. All those things are not needed, provided you have a good morning preparation. Continue that through the day, and at the end of the day, wipe it off, all the dirt. That's what I'm trying to teach
Yes.
people, you know.
And because it works, how you start your day is the way you're going to end your day.
Exactly.
That's how I learned. You
Exactly.
started crazy, it's going to end crazy.
Yeah. Very important morning routines are. So anybody else has morning routines that they want to tell me about? Please come up. I want to listen to your morning routine, and then add what I'm trying to do and maybe improve them on that. Or if you want something for me to address, I will address that. But basically, when you get up, get your body, mind, your heart, and spirit get ready. There are ways to do that. Stretch your body. There are four things you have to do. Stretch your body, breathe deeply, keep your mind here and now, and also watch your thoughts. And also, you want to cultivate an attitude of not to react too quickly, and really cultivate a service attitude and equanimous mind. So, four things you want to do physically, and three things you want to cultivate, and then go to work and see that you are being attentive to whatever you are doing. That's the first one. And you are relieving the tension in the body as it happens with these stretches that you could do. And you can also do the deep breathing 1 minute every hour. That way, you are not reacting to things, but you are responding to your tasks well. Okay, so that you are not allowing your mind, your body unconsciously build up all the stress by reacting to everything. And then when you come home, even if something overwhelms you, something's happening, go and reflect on that and don't cling on to it and wipe it off. Okay, at least for the night. If there's important thing that you want to, somebody said really nasty thing or threatened you to fire anything, that's important. So you want to write it down, but you don't want to sit and think about it in the night. Get up in the morning when you're really good, then focus on that important things, right? Then you will be having a good sleep, and then you have allowed your body and mind to recover, and you wake. This is all I'm saying because I see so many people with stress and burnout. These are the ingredients that is leading them to accumulate so much stress inside of them, so much burnout also, because they're not learning the coping mechanism that nature has given us. Deep breathing, keeping our self attention here, all those are natural things, right? But we kind of allow the thinking go all over. We breathe shallow, we don't move the body, we don't exercise, we don't eat properly, and then all those things are there because the culture and civilization all over the world has become like this: produce, produce, produce. Okay, but don't care about your being, and that is burning people out. On the other hand, if you have learned some ways to cultivate this inner resilience, that resilience will be of use for you when you go and face the life's challenges. So this is not about weakness, this is about strength. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Hope that made some sense to you all. And if you are okay with all that and you have nothing else to come and talk to me about, I will take leave now, and I will see you back whenever I can. Okay. Thank you.